Today we're heading back to the Muscogee Creek Nation Courthouse for a hearing as Black Creek citizens continue to seek justice and reinstatement into the tribe of their ancestors. For over 40 years, the Muscogee Creek Nation has denied citizenship to these Black Creek citizens and any benefits that they should be able to access. Now, at today's hearing, Attorney DeMario Solomon Simmons, who's representing two Black Creek plaintiffs, will be asking the judge to compel the nation to turn over all documents involved in the case as both sides prepare for a trial set for April 4th. Today's hearing also comes after a previous hearing in December in which a judge delayed ruling on the lawsuits. The two plaintiffs are accusing the Muscogee Creek Nation Citizenship Board of denying applicants solely based on skin color. At today's hearing, Black Creeks, elders, and supporters from across the nation will all be convoluting and convalescing in Okmulgee for the hearing. And why is it important for you to regain, and your family to regain citizenship?
Well, I mean, that to me, it's just like someone telling you you are not who you are. And basically, we are who we are. And I mean, it's just important. I mean, it's important to be recognized of who you are, you know?
I'm here to support the Black Creek freedmen. I, on my mother's side, am a descendant and I recognize on the Black Freedmen band, and so I'm here in solidarity with them.
Okay. And why is your story a little bit unique from these Black Creeks who've been disenfranchised?
Yeah, my story is unique because my wife is actually on the Creek roll. So my kids and my wife benefit from Creek Nation. I have Creek tags. My kids receive all of the Creek benefits that are given out to them. And I also believe that Black freedmen have a legal case to receive the same benefits.
Why do you feel that the Muscogee Creek Nation has chosen to disenfranchise their Black relatives for so long?
Yeah, sometimes you mirror the very thing that you hate, and I think that the Black Creek freemen are byproducts of the same white supremacist systems that I've heard critiqued by Creek Nation, that they don't want to be a part of, but they participate in themselves.
This case is so important to all of us within our community to really pay attention to, because when we look at what has been going on during COVID and all of these different crises that we've gone through the last couple of years, it's really important that we're able to take care of our entire community and no one is excluded from that. There, for me, is something deeply wrong when we have elders who are first language speakers of our language who are being denied services simply because they were born to someone who was priorly enslaved by the nation. Our way of community and our way of coming together is not dictated by documents that the United States government forces us to use. That's not our ancestral ways of community, and we, especially as the younger generation, have an obligation to make sure that all of our elders and all of our relatives are being treated fairly by our governments.
I'm standing here with my clients, Rhonda Grayson, Jeff Kennedy, and Sharon Lindsay Scott, my partner, Dr. Tiffany Crutcher, and members of the Justice for Greenwood and Justice for Black Creek community. There are a lot of Black Creeks that are here that's come from all over the state to come to this hearing. For those who were inside of the courtroom, you heard the judge say, well, there's a lot of people for a motion to compel hearing. Because normally these things are pretty mundane, but you can see how important this is to this community, the community of Black Creeks, who've been disenfranchised going on 44 years now. And so we were really hoping that we got an opportunity that the judge would force the Creek Nation to give us documents and answers to questions that we are entitled by law and that we need to win our trial in April. I'm happy that the court did tell the Creek Nation that they would have to produce some of those documents and some of those answers. I wish you would have made them do it today, if we've waited long enough, but it's going to be provided to us. You all heard it by next Friday. In the business.
That's right.
I think that's going to be a pivotal day in this fight for justice for Black Creeks, because one of the things that they're going to have to answer is about Article 2 of the Treaty of 1866 that specifically states that Creeks of African descent are entitled to citizenship, full citizenship. They've been avoiding that answer, that question, for over 2.5 years. They have to answer that by next Friday.
The judge gave the Muscogee Creek Nation until Friday, February 17th to turn over all documents involved in the case and to give an explanation for why Article 2 of the 1866 treaty doesn't apply to the Black Creeks. Attorney Demaro Solomon Simmons said that he's hopeful that everything will be resolved on that date and that the April 4th trial date will be confirmed and not moved.